All right, welcome back to fucking tech. This is an unplanned video. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna install my new Corsair H60 AIO all-in-one water cooling system. This is my first water cooling system, and we'll see how that goes. So this is a quick and dirty video while I'm doing it. This is thoroughly unplanned. So we got the booklet, we got the warranty guide. All right, that's your unboxing. Okay, now we got other stuff. We got all your little screws. Let me adjust my microphone here. Let's go here. Because I got to build this fast before I start recording my show in about an hour. So that's fun. So we got all kinds of screws here. And I suggest when you work on the PC, get yourself a magnet bowl, which is fantastic. Put all your stuff in there. Now, I got Corsair fan to put on this heatsink, which I'm not going to use. So that's onto the side. Because I'm going to use one of my Arctic fans that I already have in my case. So that's that. More plastic. I already opened this before. Now we got... Now I have an AMD system, so I'm not going to use this. This is the Intel bracket. Comes, you can adjust these to fit the holes on your motherboard. So I'm not going to use this. So I'm going to put this on the side. All right. And we have these. These are brackets that we're going to use to put on the water block that goes on the processor. So I'm going to use these because I'm using AMD. So I'm going to put this on another side. Now let's open this super unboxing. All right. Okay, here we go. Now here we have it. We have the Corsair H60. All right, so this is the radiator. 120 millimeter size. So that's the idea of this, to fit it in a case that doesn't have a lot of space. And so how this water block works. So this part of the system is your water pump. Goes on your processor. And right now this has the Intel bracket, which I'm gonna change to put the AMD bracket. So, and this water block needs power from a SATA connector. So you need to plug it into a SATA lead. SATA power lead from your power supply, and this other connector goes into your CPU fan plug on your motherboard to not give it any power. It just to give the readout of the RPMs of RPMs of the water pump. So to indicate that your water pump is actually working. So if this is not connected, or if it ever goes to zero, well, you might have some alerts on your computer saying that, oh, your water pump is not working. All right, so we already got some thermal paste on this, which I'm going to remove. Oh no, that's bad. Why am I going to remove it? Well, it's because I got some of this. Some Thermal Grizzly Cryonaut thermal paste, which is made to work with water cooling, not air cooling. So if you use this with air cooling, you might have surprises if you go over 80 degrees Celsius. If you want air cooling, suggest you use Arctic MX4 or the Whoah NH1 or something like that, or H1 something. So this is not for air cooling. This is for water cooling. So this is apparently one of the best. So I'm going to use this thermal paste instead. All right. So now you got to look into the fucking tech computer system. That's the studio system I use for recording shows and different stuff. So this is a Corsair Carbine 200R. And the reason I use the 200R... All right. You see all that stuff? This is room bays for CD-ROM bay, and other external drive bays. So I need 3 drive spaces because I put the CD-ROM, and then these are to put laptop drives, the 2.5 drives. Put them in there. And hot swap hard drives. So all my hard drives are in there, well, except the NVMe ones, which are on the motherboard. So sadly, a lot of cases don't have enough drive bays to have hot swap hard drives. So that's terrible. So on this case, I got two 140mm fans on the door. And these are Arctic P14s. P14 PWN PST CO. Maybe these should have been airflow instead of static pressure fans. I don't know, but it's okay. I'll have to revise my case fans on a later time. So this is the interior of the fucking tech machine. So I got another P12 fan here, P14 on the top, pushing outside. This one, because I got a low profile Noctua a CPU cooler here, I have the airflow coming from outside on the back of the case, and I have a external air filter, magnetized external air filter for this. So now we're gonna reverse this fan, because this is gonna push out, it's gonna pull from the radiator, which I'm gonna put over here on the water cooling. So I think I'm gonna have to take out one of these fans, one of these 140mm fans on the top, so I can actually fit everything here. And this thing has to go. And what else? I need the SATA power, which I have in front here. So basically, yeah, that's what it looks like. I got a 1700 Ryzen 7 in there. I got a Sapphire Nitro plus 8 gigabytes. I got a Sound Blaster X5 Titanium Pro something. And that's about it. I got a Cooler Master V or X? V750 semi-modular power supply. I got also another P12 fan here, which should have been an F12. Somehow I missed that order. I didn't order it correctly. I got another P12 in here in the back. So the idea was to have a lot of airflow with low speed and low noise, because I use this in the audio recording studio. So, all right, what I'm gonna do first, I think yeah, I'm gonna remove this fan in the back there. All right, a little moment for time lapse. All right, so as you can see, the radiator with the 120mm fan in the back is too thick to fit between the 140mm fan on top of the case there. So I need to remove this fan so actually I can have enough space. So my gap is too narrow here to put the radiator between the two fans. So this case, the Carbine 200R, is not it's not super fantastic for water cooling, especially if you're gonna go get some larger radiators. This is not great. On the top, there's, I don't know, it's especially if you put stuff in the front with some drive bays, not great. So this is it's a mid-tower, but it's still a small case. So all right, these are popped in only with the rubber grommets. Okay, hold on. Whoa. Okay. Okay, we got 2 screws on the top. Got all this tape all over the place here because I want to block all the air holes that are not blowing in or out. So later on, I'm going to replace this top fan with a 120mm. So I can fit it in here and have enough space for the radiator and still have a top fan on the system. All right, so this one is out. And it's gonna stay out for now. Stay out! Stay out. All right, so fans are out. Now I need to remove the CPU cooler and remove the noctua bracket from behind the motherboard. All right, I guess I can remove the back plate. See what happens. Yep, that's all I was holding. You gotta screw it in from the back. So that's one thing to... it's not great with the Noctua fan. This is a low profile, I think L9 or something. I don't know. There's no part numbers on this. Or model number. So on a computer like mine, I mean, it's this is not a low profile case, so I don't need a low profile cooler. The Stealth Wraith came with the processor, was good enough, but I decided to use this because apparently it was a little bit cooler than the AMD Wraith cooler that comes with the 1700. So all right, I had applied proper thermal paste with this, with the spudger. I spread it all around, so I'm gonna take away this Noctua fan. And what's next? Okay, we're gonna remove this back plate. Here we go. All right. Remove this back plate and put the standard stock AMD back plate. So this is the one that comes with the motherboard, or your I think it comes with the motherboard, not necessarily the processor. I think this comes with the motherboard. So this is the standard thing that comes with the motherboard, so I'm going to put it in there. And okay, I need screws. I need other parts. I forgot to take out the other parts. Hold on. All right, now I got my parts I needed for the motherboard, so I'm going to put in the back plate, and on the other side, I'm going to screw in these. These are brackets that come standard. This is, when you get the motherboard, this is standard with it. You get the back plate and these clips, and basically the water block is going to clip on this and hold on to this. So I'm going to put in the back plate. I'm going to put in the back plate and screw these in, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do this with only one hand. Oh, I think I'm supposed to hold this. I think the motherboard is supposed to be in a table, so I need something to jam this in there and flip the case over. Hold on. All right, so so I jammed in the book and a roll of tape in there to hold the back plate so I can flip over the case and screw in the brackets. All right, there we go. All right, so we have 4 screws to put in here. Now we're going to clean the processor. We're going to remove all this gunk. We're going to remove this thermal paste and put some new in. All right, now for this one, I'm going to need the chair. Let's see how this thing works. I need to remove these brackets. The Intel brackets. How do I remove these? I do not know. Ah, there we go. Okay, so they come off fairly easy. Okay. That's good. Now I put the AMD ones in. Move this a little bit. There we go. Okay, so they snap in. I imagine this goes towards the bottom. The indentation goes towards the bottom, I guess. Let's take a quick look at the manual. Oh no, indentations must be up. Okay, so I need to redo this. All right. It seems to be like magnetic. Intriguing. All right, so I got some Intel parts I don't need here. I'm going to put that back in the box. All right, back in the box. All right, so that's that. Let's do a test fitting. Too much to do at once there. Okay, let's move this radiator in the back there. So, try not to pull on the cables. All right, now I'm going to screw the back fan, the fan with the. So I got my fan blowing to the outside. It's going to suck air from inside the case through the radiator into the back. So prepare your long screws. You got to put these little washers on them. But they have to go through the fan. Okay, you got to hold one thing at a time. All right. Okay, this is not holding super because I got some rubber grommets on my case to actually hold this. So yeah, not fantastic. Well, I don't have a lot of screw coming out there to go to screw into the radiator. All right, now I got to aim in the hole. Oh, that seems not too bad. Oh wait. I guess. Okay. All right, not too bad. Okay. Hey. Let's move this. Maybe you get a better shot. All right, so. All right, so that's good for now. So I'll have to do. Put in some more screws later because I got a show to do in a half an hour. Hey, no pressure. Now I did look at the water block. I did a test fitting, so that works. So we got all these power cables around here. Let's move these around. We'll plug these in later. So I'll remove the water block. I'm gonna clean off the thermal paste, and then we're going to put the thermal grizzly crown on. All right, this is a little bit funky because you got these little. See, you got these little loops on the side. You screw them into the screwy part on the top, and then you clip these loops onto the brackets on the motherboard, and then you got to screw these in. So this immobilizes, then you screw these in, and it makes it tight. So I'm going to remove this crap. I don't know if it's crap, but oh yeah. So paper towels are pretty good to clean this off. Really, really good. Really, really clean job. Fantastic. So I'm not going to put the thermal paste on this. I'm going to put the thermal paste on the processor. I got to re-clean the processor because with the test fitting, some of the thermal paste from the water block stayed on the processor. All right, that's pretty clean. So the challenge is to apply this tube of thermal paste onto the processor while having a camera and a microphone in the way. Okay, hold on. All right, so I'm starting a little bit. I'm going to spread it. All right, I think that's properly sufficiently applied. It's fairly good. With the water block squeeze on there, it should be fairly good. So that's enough for me. All right, let's install the water block. Real install this time. Oh, everything's twisted. Oh. What else is this crap? Now, how am I going to place this? How am I going to place this? I'm going to place this like this. Because I don't want my hoses pushing on the GPU. Alright, I think this is fine. So the Corsair logo is going to be upside down. But I don't really care because this case is closed. It's not open for public viewing. Alright, so I'm going to drop this in. And clamp it in. Not sure how tight I'm supposed to screw this in, but it's fairly tight now. Alright, so that's basically it. Everything's installed. I got the radiator in the back with the fan and the water block installed. So now all is left to do is plug in all the cables, and that's that. FuckingTech.com